What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to do another unboxing video. This one is for Palworld TCG. We're going to be going over the trial decks. We have the green purple deck, the red and blue. In case you're wondering why I have multiple, the cards in these are actually mechanically unique. So if you want a full playset, you're probably going to have to buy 2 of each. I actually hate it when games do that. The last time, I think Digimon did that. I'm not sure. I haven't played in that game since like its first year. But yeah, I absolutely hate that. I feel like all cards should be in the booster sets. And if they want to put cards in these trial decks, they could be like alternate arts, but not mechanically unique. But this is where we're at. If you want to play, you gotta buy these trial decks. So we can start with, we're just gonna open a red, blue, a green, purple, and then we're gonna open the last 2 to see what our random foil is. And that is another thing. In these trial decks, there is a booster pack included in every box. Also, 1 random card in the whole deck will be foil. So the trial decks are the only way to get that card in foil. For example, this Grizzlebolt, he only comes foil in this, and it's random. So that's like a 1 out of, what, 40, 50 chance? 50 chances, 50 cards in the deck. So you have a 1 in 50 to pull him. That card right now is like $400 to $500. So, all right, let's just stop talking and just get right into it. These are, in case you were wondering, not wrapped in plastic. A lot of people were asking me that. It's just sealed by that little piece of tape. You open it up. Very nice little playmat here with the booster pack. We already know we did not get the foil Grizzlebolt because it's right there. I keep saying Grizzlebolt, it's Grizzbolt. So here is our first edition pack. We'll put that to the side and just open them all up and play with them later. I'm gonna save these playmats for learn to play as I do. Oh, okay, this one is destroyed. It was like attached to itself. So interesting. Okay, so this like it is, I am in California where it gets to like 110 degrees. So the ink probably melted onto itself while in transit. So, all right, let's put this away. Well, actually, let me just pull it out. I'm gonna whip it out real quick for you guys, just whipping it out. In case you wanna see how that playmat looks. There you go, pretty basic. This is actually, I think this is the playmat the original simulator used as its background, so. All right, y'all know how that looks. Let's put this bad boy away. Got a little rule sheet here. Very cool to have for players. And let's get into the box. Oh wow, the deck. This is actually my first time handling the trial deck. It's not even wrapped in plastic. Like a lot of these trial decks, even Chrono Core TCG, which is an indie game, their structure deck was completely foiled, plastic wrapped. This is just kept in place with a single plastic band, but it is pretty tight on there. So that's all that is holding this together. All right, so let's go over the deck real quick. Let's first give it a new deck smell. I give it a 4 out of 10 for new deck smell. Does not have that new card smell. All right, so going over the red deck, we have Grizzbolt, Rumbling Tank. Its ability is Assault. This card can attack pals in the stand state. So usually you can only attack pals who are tapped. So when you attack, you tap, or if you use an ability, you tap, which is called resting in this game for you Magic the Gathering players. So if I go to attack, I'm gonna say I attack with Grizzbolt. So I am now rested or tapped. So usually you can only attack into rested pals, but his ability lets you just directly attack anyone, like it's Hearthstone. So this is actually a pretty good card. I like it for its power is 1600, which is actually above average from what I've seen in this cost state. And then it has 4 strike. Usually around this cost, they're 3 strikes. So that's already a well-costed card. It's also a lucky pal, which means when you reveal it when on taking damage, he will negate damage. You could have 8 of those lucky cards, so you definitely, this is probably like a staple in a mono red mid-range deck. Okay, we got 2 Jolt Hogs. They're all right. They're 2-drop, 300. This is just like a good little aggro kind of card. We have 3 Kelpsy Ignis, Balmy Magma. I don't know why when I read this right now, I read Baby Mama. Yeah. And then we have 2 Fox Parks, a Toasty Hug, 400 power with 2 strike each. I'm gonna let my dog in real quick. Before she cries a storm. So yeah, let's go over this real quick. Fox Parks. So this card has an ability that a lot of decks have. It says interrupt. You can play it from hand, and it's at quick speed. So you could use it as kind of like an instant speed in this game. But in this game, instant speed cards are only used in a specific step, and that's when someone attacks you. So you could use this at quick speed. You could pay 1 and discard the card, or discard the card and another card, and you just straight up nullify an attack. It's like a force of will from Magic the Gathering, but for an attack. It's actually really strong. You probably want to run 8 of these cards in your deck. So there's 2 of them right here. And all that's not an ability unique to red. All the decks have them, all the colors, so yeah. All right, we have Arsox, Burning Spoils, 5 cost, 800 damage. On deploy, which means on ETB or enter the battlefield, you get 2 wood. So it's all right. We have Mosan Deluxe. His ability is consume 2 wood. So you're starting to see a little synergy here. You play Arsox, you'd get 2 wood. You would play Mosanda Lux, consume 2 wood, and he would get 500 power until end of turn. Actually, I really like that ability. You could just use it whenever on your turn, and just pump. You could just choose when to pump them up. So you have 2 of those. Very nice card. Another lucky card. You have Blazamut. He was on my team in the video game for such a long time. His ability is on deploy. I want to just keep saying ETB. It just sounds cooler. Is a ETB ability. Choose up to 1 pal and deal it 1,000 damage. That's actually a really good ability. It's removal on a creature, so that is always good. Removal on a creature, monster, pal, whatever. It doesn't matter what game it is. That's usually a good ability. All right, we have 1 Stone Pit. It is a structure. Structures in this game are like artifacts. They just come on the field, they do something, and then you can just use its ability. But in this game, they have life, so you can actually attack them in this game. And I actually like that, but from what I've seen, most people don't even bother attacking structures. They're just going for the dome. But this one's ability is assign 1 pal, you get 3 wood, and draw a card. That's actually pretty good. So this is a 1-drop. Assigning is like crewing in this game. So you pretty much assign 1 is crew 1, and that's literally what it does. So you assign a pal, you have to rest the pal to use the card. So it's kind of like the pal is mining, but he's mining stone but gets you wood. Very weird. So you mine, you get 3, and then you draw a card. I think that's pretty good. All right. So now we have 2 weapon workbenches. This is actually a pretty good card. This consumes a wood. You assign 1 pal. You choose up to a pal, deal 800 damage. So this is removal, and it gets in. Just that would be already good. So consume a wood, assign a pal. It's actually material, I believe. So consume, I'm gonna say wood though, because it has a freaking wood icon. So consume 1 wood, assign 1 pal, choose up to 1 pal, deal 800 damage to it. So that's already good. But then you choose all your pals and they all get +1 damage until end of turn. That's huge. If you're playing like a zoo deck, which we'll be doing a gameplay video on soon. I'm just gonna be blind playing it. Actually, I think I run this. Yeah, these kinds of abilities on zoo decks is huge. And if you don't know what zoo means, zoo is a Magic the Gathering term. Usually those were like really cheap 1, 2 drops, and then you just swarm the board And then pretty much mid-game, you play a card that will boost their power to kind of just close the game out. All right, so one of my favorite cards in this game is the red removal is actually pretty good. So these are kind of like the, I don't know, lightning bolts of the game. So you have single shot rifle for 4, costs 4 to play. When it enters the field, you choose up to 1 PAL and you shoot it for 1500 damage. So it's like it's removal. And it'll kill pretty much almost anything 7 costs or less. And then when you use it, it's a single shot rifle. It shoots someone 1 time and it stays on the field, and you could tap it or rest it, turn it sideways to choose 1 PAL and boost it 200 power until end of turn. So it still has a use after you kill something. So actually really like that card. You probably need a playset of these single shot rifles and probably a playset of shotguns. The shotguns come in the booster set. All right, so we have Ignis Breath here. Choose 1 PAL and deal it 500 damage. This one's quick speed, so you can play it on your opponent's turn when they're attacking you. It only deals 500 damage though, so you're kind of limited to what you could burn with it, but there are some targets that might be helpful. We have a 6-drop here. This is Elphadron Aqua, Gentle Ripples. So on deploy, draw 2 cards, choose 1 card from your hand and put on top of the deck. Very useful card to use. Okay, and then we have 3 Jolt Hogs. They're just filler. These are just filler. They're just 300 power, 1 strike. It's whatever. Pen Gullet, you get 1 of these. There's actually a little Pen Gullet kind of tribal thing. So you probably, I'm not sure if it's competitive, but it's kind of funny. So I might try to do a Pen Gullet deck in the future. All right, so now you have Hang You Christ. I've been calling this Hang You Cyst for the longest time, just because we're always popping those cysts at work, so you know. So his ability is on ETB, choose up to 1 3-cost or less PAL and rest it. So it just gets an attack through. If someone leaves a blocker up, you play this guy and he'll tap it down. It's not that good, but in a trial deck or starter kind of deck, it's pretty useful. You get 2 copies of Raindrix, Icy Gaze. It's another one of those Force of Will type cards. And if you pull multiple of these in your opening hand, you could always just hard cast it for 5 to play it as just a straight up 600 power 2-strike PAL on the field. Suzoku Aqua, Way of the Current. So this has Vigilance, literally is Vigilance from Magic the Gathering. So at the end of your turn, stand it. So if it's you would attack with it, and then end of your turn, it becomes untapped or unrested. So in Magic the Gathering, Vigilance means that after you attack, it doesn't tap. Literally the same ability. All right, I see my foil coming up. All right, so the next card we have Mamarest Christ, Roar of the Tundra. This card gets plus 200 for each of your structures. I actually think that's pretty good in this trial deck. So this is actually huge. Discard 1 structure from hand. This card gets plus 1 strike until end of turn. That's actually really good. You could close a game out with this card. Okay, so we have Antique Wooden Chair. Now you would think this card is not good. Its ability is on deploy, choose 1 PAL and it gets plus 1000 until end of turn. You're probably like, what the hell? Why would I play that? But there is an actual kind of antique, what would you call it? Furniture tribal, I would call it. I'll be playing that on camera also in the future. Actually, I'm gonna record that match tonight. We have it planned in about an hour. So pretty much the deck revolves around you playing antique cards on the field, and then you play a card that boosts your team for each antique keyword structure on the field. So it's kind of funny. So you think this card is whatever, but it has its use. Next up, we have this Primitive Workbench. Assign 1 PAL, reveal the top card of your deck. If it is a 6-cost or less structure or gear, you can deploy it. If you do not deploy it, add it to hand. That's not bad. Filters your deck out, and if you hit a gear or structure, I think almost all of them are 6 or less. You just play them for free. So, and if you can't play it, you just add it to hand. So that's pretty good, I think, even outside of a trial deck. We have Single Shot Sphere Launcher on ETB. Draw a card. You could tap it, choose a 1 pal, give it 200. It's just like a little filter card. It's okay. Crystal Breath, this one is interesting. This is 2. I'm deciding if I want to run this in my actual competitive deck or not. You choose 1 pal, it gets -3 strike, so it's almost like a fog. Most cards are 3 or less strike in the set 1. So you give it -3 strike until end of turn, and it does not untap. So it's literally freeze from Magic the Gathering. Land Ball, this is actually kind of a good card. It's a 2-drop. I play this in my zoo deck. You can't be attacked by 4 or greater pals. So pretty much people will either play 4 or less pals or 4 or greater. So this will 50% of the time be invincible. Yeah. Okay, we have a Rib Bunny, Little Princess. When this is put in the graveyard, get 1 wood. It's whatever. And then we got our other Grisbolt Rumbling Tank, our second copy there. And then the rest of the cards are just kind of duplicates here. So we're just gonna breeze through this to see what our, oh, let's go, baby. So this is our foil for the deck. We got Alfandrin Aqua, and it's funny because I need this card for my deck, and I got a foil. Let's freaking go. And the thing is, this is the only way to get this card in foil is through the trial decks. So on the bottom left here, you can see the coding for it. It says TSR. So that is a trial something rare. I forgot. I forgot what the S stands for. Oh, maybe trial special rare, super rare. But yeah, these trial keyworded rarities can only be found in this deck. So you could hate it or love it, but that is how it is. So here's the rest of the deck. We already looked at these cards. They are just duplicates. And then of course, in this game, the mana or resources are called souls. And for some reason, they thought it would be a really good idea to only put souls in the trial decks. So even if you wanted to play competitive, you still had to buy one of these just to get the souls. So, interesting choice. They really wanted you to buy these trial decks, and too bad you can't buy them because they're sold out. The scalpers took them all. So, yeah, sorry, that's my wife being crazy over there. All right, so we're gonna set this to the side. Very, very nice pull for our foil. You also have these 2 life counters, well, life counter and material counter. I think these are kind of useless, just use like a dice. I'm probably gonna make actual tokens, one that says material and ingredients, and then one for life, or life could just be tracked on a phone. But I wanna do like 2 tokens, one for material, one for ingredients, and then just use a dice to track it. Like a token in Magic the Gathering. Don't fix what isn't broken, right? All right, where are we at on time? 18 minutes, all right. I still wanna make this, I kind of like ramble a lot. My voice cracked because I'm hitting puberty. Yeah, so I just don't wanna, I wanna make sure I'm not rambling so much. So, all right, so we already know what's in here. I'm just gonna take the pack out for the end of the video. If you guys watched my case opening video, it was probably the worst case I've seen opened. So if you guys wanna make yourself feel better, watch my case opening videos. I have 2. I'll put them in at the end of this video. I'll link them. So if you guys wanna feel better about yourself, just watch those videos and just say that could have been me. So, all right, let's start with the green-purple deck. I'm gonna go over the deck and then I'm gonna just kind of compare the 2 and talk about what I think's better. So, all right, so the green-purple deck, we start with Masanda, Guard Captain, 5 cost, 900 power, 2 strike. I think that's actually pretty well costed. We're off to a good start. And then we have the Dirtle here. We have Gumas, Dream Seedling, 2 cost, 300 power. This is like the bear of the game. It's a whatever card. If you were drafting, this would be a good card to pull. But you probably don't want to pull that in your trial deck. If you draw that in a match, you're probably like, damn it. All right, we got Floppy Snack Lover here. On ETB, you get 2 material. So I didn't clarify this in the video, but the actual keywords for the food is called ingredients. I said material. So this apple is actually called ingredients, and the wood is called material. That is just so confusing. I'm just gonna call this food, and I'm gonna call the wood, because that's the icon they chose. Yeah, anyway. So our next card here is Dino Sensei. All right, so these are the green version of the Force of Will attack. So you need these, and here are 2 copies. It's what it 4 costs for 400 power is a little overcosted for the power, but it does have 2 strikes, so I think it kind of evens out. You have 3 copies of this Eikthyrdr Terra, and this card is actually kind of cool. So this card has an ability called Taunt. Let's see if you could see this card. So Taunt is just like Hearthstone's Taunt. Your opponent cannot attack other targets if a card with Taunt can be targeted for an attack. Its abilities consume 2 food. This card gets plus 500. It's a pretty good card. I would run a playset if you're playing green. And they give you 3, so you need 1 more. And that's why you have multiple starter decks. All right, we have a Bronze Cherry here, Brimming Adoration. It also has Taunt, and this is a chunky boy. 7 cost, and its power is 1500. So it's actually above, its power is above its average cost, I think. So this card is really good, and it's lucky, so it'll negate damage. This is a card you'd be happy to hit. We have Mammoth Rest at 8 cost. It's a lucky card, and when this card's put in the graveyard, you get 3 food. And this card's power is actually over its cost, so this is a really good card. It's 2000 power. That's actually pretty insane. And remember when I said most cards in set 1 have strike 3 or less? This guy has 4 strike. So his 2000 power and 4 strike are kind of valued above its cost. So this is a really good card to drop on the field. Your opponent probably is not killing this in a trial versus trial deck. The only way to kill that really reliably is purple cards from the actual booster set that kill a creature. All right, we have Berry Plantation. This is a assign 1 pal, get 3 food, and draw a card. Really good card, I think. And there's a keyword here. A lot of people don't know this. Right here it says Berry Plantation and it's harvesting. Other cards will say like farmland and it's farming. So certain cards care about those keywords. So it's a little something to be aware of. Like for example, here is Campfire. This says kindling. This card, Campfire, says consume 2 food, assign 1 pal, you gain 1 life. Choose all your pals and they get plus 1000 till end of turn. Very good ability. Reminds me of Craterhoof Behemoth, but it gives you a life. So it pumps your team and gives you a life. Here's another copy. All right, we have Refined Metal Spear. You tap it, choose 1 pal, and it gets plus 900 power till end of turn. Very good ability, but I think this is overcosted. I think this should have been like 4 to play it. 6 is really expensive. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. We have Stone Blast. 2, choose 1 pal, it gets plus 500 until end of turn. This is interesting. It's quick speed, so you could use it on your pal when you leave it untapped to block. So it's like a little combat trick. I think it could have been more though, power. Maybe like, even like minimum 600, but I would have been happy with 700 power. All right, so we have Astagon. So this card is going to be a very popular card for dragon decks in Constructed. People want this card, and it is only found in the trial deck. All right, so my deck I'm making is a purple-blue dragons deck, and I need this card. This card is on its ETB, choose 1 pal, and it gets minus 1000. By the way, if you put an opponent's pal to 0, it does not die, it's just 0. So you do that for the turn, and then on attack, choose all pals with 300 power or less, and you kill them. Very good ability. So that is how you would kill them. But this also triggers on your own pals, so just a little thing to note. All right, we have Hucrates. I actually like that name. It's another just filler card, nothing special. This guy, Lee's Punk, Treasure Bandit. When this card is put in the graveyard, your opponent chooses 1 card from their hand and discards it. This is actually a pretty good card. In a lot of graveyard decks, you pretty much are gonna choose, you play this card, and when you play cards to sacrifice a PAL, you choose this, so you are getting value out of it dying. And then you can actually recur this card, and you start a loop. You sacrifice it, goes to the graveyard, your opponent discards a card, you bring it back to life, you sack it again for another card, and then you're just getting value out of it. So very good card. Do not sleep on that card. This is like what I'm saying. A lot of the cards in the trial deck are really good. You need these cards, sadly. I don't like it, but you do it. You need it. Cognito, it's whatever. I wouldn't play that, but it's in the deck. Incinerum, Lurking Stalker, just a base 900 power 2 strike. It's okay also. In the video, just a little comment. In the video game, I have like 20 of these guys, just as like when I want like a low-key, easy worker for my bases, I just capture like 20 of them and throw them all into base to do all the mining and logging. All right, we have Blaze Howl Knocked. This is another Force of Will damage card, very good. But this one actually, I think, is well costed for its power and strike. 900 power, 2 strike, 6 cost. And it could negate an attack. This is a very useful card. If I played purple, I would run 4 of these. So that's why you need 2 of these decks. All right, we have Fellbat, Lifestealer. Stealth means that this card cannot be blocked, so it always has that. And on attack, gain a life. This is the lifelinker of the game, and it is a lucky PAL. So his power is undercosted. But his strike is on point. Strike makes sense for 7 cost, but 1,000 power is kind of undercosted. So you're pretty much attacking him, and then you need to have a backup plan to make sure they don't kill him, because this is how you're gaining life. I actually like that card. All right, Hanging Trap. Assign 1 PAL. If there are no PALs exiled by this card in the exile zone, choose 1 PAL and exile it. You can rest your standing PAL to assign it. So pretty much you assign a PAL to work this, and you exile 1 PAL. So it's kind of like a banishing priest, right? Or what's the, I don't know what the enchantment's called. Is it banishing light? And then when the base leaves play, deploy the PAL exile this way into its owner's base in the rest state. So yeah, it's just like a banisher priest for Magic the Gathering. That's a pretty good card. Banishing priest saw play. I think banishing light also saw play. So yeah. Cognito Hat. This card's actually pretty good. I'm gonna run this in a deck we're recording tonight also. So choose 1 PAL, it gets plus 200 power, and the skill in parentheses, which is stealth. And that's it. So it's just a good card, I think. Strike from Darkness. Straight up removal. You just choose 1 PAL and put it in the graveyard. That is a really, really good card in my opinion. That's just straight removal, by the way. There's no requirement. It doesn't say 5 or less PAL. It doesn't say deal damage. You just choose a PAL and kill it. All right, we got Medical Supplies. Choose 1 8 or less PAL from the graveyard and deploy it in the rest state. Yeah. I mean, Monster Reborn was good. This is also pretty good. Most of the cards in the deck are 8 or less, so pretty sure they all are. So this will do something. Kativa, my first PAL. This card's pretty good. I play this in Zoo. This card cannot be attacked by 3 or less PALs. That is also huge. So early game, if you play this turn on turn 1, early game, this is getting damage in and it's going uncontested. No one can trade with this. So very, very good card. He'll get a couple hits in before your opponent can remove it. It also has the keyword My First PAL, which is a thing you need in the Zoo deck, because there's a card that buffs any card that say My First PAL. We have Chickapee, which is also My First PAL. So yeah, it's a 2 cost, 200 power, 1 strike, but again, it will get buffed by that card. All right, so we pretty much went over all the cards. We're gonna go through this real quick to see what our foil is. Oh, it was not Astagon, which I needed in foil. It is, oh yes, it's Kativa. So is it Kativa or Kativa? I'm not sure, but that was our foil. That is awesome. So I need this card also for my deck. So I'm actually glad I'm pulling the hard to get trial deck foils because I am going to be playing these in my decks. All right, so let's talk about which deck is better. I already talked about this before the game released, but I'll talk about it again since we're here reviewing the decks. I think the red-blue deck is the better trial deck out of the two. A lot of the cards have just like the single shot rifle. It has like a lot of really good removal. The cards have removal on them as well. Like even Elfindrin gets you cards as card draw. It's just a better deck. The green and I'm gonna talk a lot about Magic the Gathering because I'm a big Magic player, but this literally plays like a red-blue deck would play in Magic the Gathering. So if you guys played red-blue and liked it, that's how this deck plays. And that deck plays good. The green-purple deck plays exactly how in Magic the Gathering a green-black deck would play. There is recursion, punishment when cards die, and pumps. But the thing is, against this deck, the pumps don't matter because the pumps are only for a turn. On your opponent's turn, they're just gonna burn your cards, and the removal can take out 90% of this deck. The removal in this red-blue deck can take out most of this green-purple deck. So I think if you were going to play a trial deck tournament or something, or you and your friend were gonna play, this is the better deck. But if you guys are collecting cards to make competitive constructed decks, you're gonna need both of them anyway. So you should have bought 2 of these. You should have bought 4 total. Luckily, I got these at pre-release prices, so they were $14.99 to $19.99. I don't know what else to say. I just do not like that they put unique cards in the trial decks, and the only way to get the foils of those are in the trial decks. So but it is what it is. You can either play the game or not play it. So that's where they put us. So all right, we're gonna open the other trial decks to see what our foils were. We're gonna get the booster packs out, and then we're gonna open these and see if we can pull better cards than our cases. Our cases were literally garbage. I am so mad. I'm actually so mad. But it's okay. You can't win them all. But luckily, I did not pay scalper prices. We got our cases from Game Nerds, which I heard are actually pricing their cards. Their booster packs are actually way more expensive, like $170 a box. I paid, I think, $37.99. I also pre-ordered the next set at $37.99 a box, 2 cases. So, I mean, you had to get in early. All right, so let's flip to our foil. Let's see what we got. Oh, no way. Yes. Oh, yeah. So we got a second Elfindrin. That is actually amazing. The foiling, actually, now that I look at it, the foiling's actually good on these cards. So, so the foiling here and on the PAL is matte, and then the scenery behind the PAL is kind of striated, like it's like there's rays of sun. It's actually kind of cool. I don't know if you guys can pick that up. I think I'm looking at the camera. I think you guys can pick that up. So that actually looks pretty freaking cool. I'm so happy because I need this is gonna look so badass on the field in paper events. I'm happy with that. I'll take that. All right, let's open our last trial deck here. See what naughty boy we get in here. Put our pack to the side. Open this up. Flip straight to our foil. That is just disgusting. Berry Plantation. Well, you can't win them all. Oh my god, if I got a foil Astagon, that would have been money right there. That would have been straight up money. But the foil on this looks pretty good too. I don't know if you guys picked that up. The berries are like, I don't know how to tell. It's like not textured like Pokemon cards, but has like a different foiling over the berries. So that's pretty cool. All right, so let's get into it. The booster packs, the big daddies right here. Let's see if we could open a better pack than our cases. So if you guys watched my case opening, I'm just gonna keep talking about it. I did not even hit an SSP. An SSP is almost guaranteed per case. I did not get one, so I'm kind of sad. So we're gonna put these commons here. This is 2 uncommons, and we have a, well, looks like we got a, what is this? Double rare and a rare. So we got a Tombat and a Suzaku. So 3 of these, 2 uncommons, and then we have a lamp. Damn, how we pulled so many of these lamps. Kind of annoying, actually. So we have, let's see, commons here. Oh, we got a Jormuntide. It's actually Yormintide. People corrected me. Yormintide, Ignis. Very cool. Put that over there. And last pack magic. Let's go. We got a Victor Strategy and a Elizabeth. Very cool. So yeah, those are our cards. I'm happy with just the 2 Elphedrin that we pulled, the 2 foils. Very nice. All right, that is it. So hopefully you guys were able to get product. If you guys still are, I hate to promote scalpers, but if your LGSs or anyone local are selling this for $25, like $20 to $25, I'll just pay the increased price because you actually need these cards. I'm sorry to say. So yeah. All right. So hopefully this video helped you guys decide, I don't know, if you needed this, because you need it. So, all right, like and subscribe, follow the channel for more unboxings. We'll be covering a lot of Palworld, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.